In this video, I'm going to show you how to configure the Data Hub to act as a MQTT broker. The broker feature in the Data Hub turns it into an on-premise MQTT gateway, connecting MQTT clients with any Data Hub client or server for any supported protocol, including OPC DA, OPC UA, Modbus, ODBC, DDE, and more. Let's get started, and I'll show you how easy it is to set up the Data Hub to act as an MQTT broker. Step 1, we need to enable the MQTT broker feature. We need to say what port we're going to be listening on for plain text connections or for secure connections. For secure connections, you can also choose a certificate to help secure the connection. Next, we have different message content options. The first option, do not process messages, just route them. This option is what most brokers do. Any broker you get will typically just route messages from one client to another client. This is not what makes the Data Hub powerful. What makes the Data Hub powerful in its broker feature is the ability to treat messages as text, or even more importantly, interpret the messages as point values. We're going to start by interpreting the messages as point values. If we do that, we do have to specify the message format of the MQTT message coming from the client. In this case, I'm going to accept a topic name, a point value, a point quality, a point timestamp, and a sender ID. The message format you type in here needs to match the message format coming from your MQTT client. In this case, this is the format the client is sending to me. Let's click OK, and let's click Apply. Now let's click View Data. If we click View Data, I'm getting a temperature from a temperature sensor that's connected to a server. This is temperature in degrees Fahrenheit, and this is just coming from a simple MQTT sensor. So let's see if we oh, yep, there we go. We got the updated value as the temperature rose. Now, once we have the value in the Data Hub, we can use any of the Data Hub client or server interfaces to do something with that data. And again, that's where the Data Hub broker becomes extremely powerful. So the first feature we're going to do is the OPC DA feature. So we need to act as an OPC DA server. I'm going to open up a client, and I'm going to connect it to my Data Hub. I'm going to add a group. I'm going to add a tag. And this tag is going to be Zone 1 temperature. Click OK. And you can see I have a good quality value with the same value that we had in my Data Hub view data. Similarly, if you had an OPC UA client, you just make Data Hub act as an OPC UA server, and you can serve the data up to the UA client. Maybe you want to take the data and log it to a database. In that case, you could use the Data Hub's ODBC feature to store this MQTT data into a database. Maybe you want to store the data to a web page using something like our Data Hub Web View. This would allow you to push real-time data to a Data Hub web page from your MQTT client. Also, there's our Modbus feature. The Modbus feature connects to any Modbus TCP device. You could use the MQTT broker feature to consume data from a client and push this off to a Modbus PLC. Also, we have our DDE feature, which allows you to move data directly into Excel. You could take this data, drag and drop this point directly into an Excel sheet to see live data in Excel. Another example that I've seen people use is setting up an email alert based on that MQTT data. So maybe I want to send an email if my temperature goes above 120, let's say. Well, I could set up an email using my Data Hub email SMS feature to shoot off an email every time the value went above 120. To summarize, we need to enable the MQTT broker and specify the specific message format coming from our MQTT client. That's about all there is to set up the Data Hub as an MQTT broker. And once you do, you've now created a gateway from MQTT to many other protocols the Data Hub supports, including OPC DA, UA, Modbus, ODBC, DDE, and more.